I have today Josip Glasnović with me. He's a Salesforce Marketing Cloud expert and Data Cloud consultant as well. And Goran Crnčić, he is the Braze advocate and wizard and the consultant, obviously. So let's kick it off slowly. What we are going to be talking today, we all see the impressive developments in the market recently. The number of marketing automation and MarTech platforms is increasing around us. I think that we count over 15,000 platforms in the market, and it's pretty crazy because I remember the days some 10 years ago when I could count marketing automation platforms on with the fingers of both my hands, and I had hands-on experience with the majority of them. So by the way, if you also started back then, let's have a bit of a nostalgic moment. Please share in the comments section what you started with, which platform you kicked off your career with. That would be very interesting for all of us. So the expectations are obviously shifting in the market, but we are not going to be talking about those consumer expectations we heard a lot about. We will be today talking only about us, the platform users, and about companies who are clients of those platforms. And the way the expectations are obviously shifting is that companies are more and more expecting to manage their MarTech stack with leaner and smaller teams, to have more transferable skills, to decrease their dependency on some rare technical skills. And let's be honest, everyone is looking also to manage their marketing automation stack with the smaller and leaner budget, right? And that's a very fair concern. And that also fuels the development on the market enormously. Obviously, we cannot cover everything and all the trends in one go and in one live. We will be talking about Salesforce Marketing Cloud and Braze today. Why the two of them? That's the logical choice for me personally, based on my focus in my professional life recently, in the recent several years. But also, we have all to admit that Salesforce Marketing Cloud at some time have pioneered the industry and really opened the doors for all of us for the advanced programmatic personalization across all the omnichannel communications. While on the other hand, Braze is showing some impressive developments over the last 5 years, is generating a lot of interest. And what is important, Salesforce Marketing Cloud and Braze are covering sort of similar industries, similar use cases, and they are both ready for the enterprise environment. So that's the logical choice for us today. You will see the agenda. Okay, I hope you all see the agenda for our today's conversation. Thank you, guys, for confirming. What we will be talking about, we will take Salesforce Marketing Cloud and Braze. We will also do some screen share, and we will guide you through some main points, main functionalities of both platforms that you anyway have to touch whenever you are dealing with the launch of a customer journey or a campaign. So we will go through these parts line by line, and then we will have the wrap up at the end where we will try to brainstorm together. So what are those factors you have to pay attention to when making your choice? Can the two, at the end of the day, even coexist in one environment? And along the way, during this live, I would encourage my peer consultants. I know there are quite a lot of you who registered to join us. I would encourage you to think how your skills can be applicable, not in just one platform, but cross-platform, cross-industry, cross-use case. Think about how you can make your skills more transferable. So that was enough of me. Let's start. The first topic is incredibly important: data architecture and customer profile. Needless to remind that the marketing automation is only as good as your data behind it. What you get in, that's the quality that you get out. But the question here is, should marketing automation platform even have this responsibility and possibility to unify the data around customer profile, basically to have the CDP functionality inside, or it's way more beneficial when this functionality sits outside? Josip, Goran, who would kick it off? What's your take?
Well, I can start, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, from the Braze point of view and my point of view, data unification should absolutely be a native part of the platform, at least when it comes, to customer engagement. Braze here is profile-centric by its design. So every user has a unified profile that brings together their attributes, events, message history, subscription statuses, channel preferences, and all in one place. So I don't want to just talk. Let me grab a screen from you just for a second to show you actually how unified profile looks in Braze dashboard. Am I sharing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Goran.
Yeah, no problem. This is the homepage of the new and improved Braze dashboard. If we want to see user profile, I'll just go to the audience tab and search for a user. Mind you, this was a user I created earlier just for this, so it doesn't have too much data. So this is how unified profile looks in Braze. Just keep in mind that this is all staged by Braze. You don't have to do it manually, so it's quite convenient. First of all, you can see first and last name, user ID, email, phone number, and some basic stuff like that is right in the left upper corner. In the overview tab here, you can see some profile data like gender, city, language, and so on. You can see session overview, like how many sessions the user has had, first and last session, custom attributes, recent devices. If user is logged in on many devices, you can see the number of them here, custom events and purchases. Another tab here is engagement tab. You can see the context settings, so whether a user is subscribed to your services like email, push. Also, there will be like SMS and WhatsApp if we had enabled them in this org, but we didn't. So here, basically, you can see whether a user is subscribed or not, and you can even do some minor error handling. If user sends you an email, you can just look for them and unsubscribe them if they wish to do so. Here you have some statistics on campaigns, what segments are they part of, communication stats, and so on. And the last tab here on the unified profile is messaging history tab. So if you had any communication in the last 30 days with your user, it would be, all of it would be displayed here. So it's quite convenient. It's all in one place. It really simplifies the job, and even setting up your channels is much easier later on. So regarding this audience tab where I went to search the user, of course, you can create segments here. You can create segment extensions, which are basically, as the name suggests, extensions of segments. You can go deeper into building your segments. You can even use SQL to build them. You can build global control groups, subscriptions, and so on here. But I just want to show you regarding the ingesting of data into Braze. So Braze offers, of course, importing of the contact data, but also related data to the contact, like events, product preferences, and so on. You can, of course, adjust custom attributes, custom events, catalogs, and so on here. But one really impressive thing Braze has is cloud data ingestion. So what this does is it offers you the ability to have to use zero copy data in your dashboard. So what it means, you can connect your data warehouse directly to your Braze dashboard, and then stream data live into your dashboard without actually copying it. So just streaming it, it's much faster, it's much more secure, and it's cheaper in the end. So if you would like, for example, to create it, you can just go here. It's pretty straightforward. You choose a provider you want to connect with, and the continuation of that process depends on the provider itself, but it's pretty similar for all of them. So yeah, this is all built on unified profile premise. So because for all of this, I would say it's very important for a platform to have unified profile in itself.
Thanks a lot, Goran. So as far as I can see from this, Braze actually offers us a bit of a mini CDP functionality directly inside. Josip, what's your take?
Well, first of all, Goran, we just started, and you already set the bar really high. So I'll have to defend my side. In Marketing Cloud, it's a bit different story, but I would like you to remind you that Marketing Cloud is a part of the whole ecosystem, and it is So Salesforce ecosystem has multiple tools specific to for a specific purpose. If we are talking about the Marketing Cloud, the I'm sorry, I'm in parallel seeing the comments of people. So yeah,
No,
I'll try
looking
not
at the
to-
comment section.
Yeah,
Part
while I'm talking. Yeah,
to the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
So Josip,
so-
close the comment section.
Yeah. So basically, in Marketing Cloud, in pure Marketing Cloud engagement tool, the data model is based on relational data tables called data extensions, and there you're basically building your data model from scratch. Not entirely, but you are building the data model. The positive side of that is that you're basically building data model tailored to your needs, to your business needs. The filters, the segmentation is done via filters, the UI functionality, or with the SQL queries. And the data coming to Marketing Cloud can come through two ways. One is the file import via SFTP or S3 bucket, or via API calls. But as I mentioned, when we add another tool from Salesforce ecosystem, the situation or the picture completely changes. The Salesforce Data Cloud tool is actually a tool that is used to connect all of your data sources, to unify customer information, and to remove duplicates of your customers, so you can have individual customer profiles. After setting that, then the Data Cloud is used for the segmentation, and after that, the segmentation segments are pushed to Marketing Cloud for the sendouts.
Thanks for showing two completely different approaches, and we will also touch base on this at the end during the wrap up. Thank you, guys. Now let's assume that we have built our imaginary segments, we have the data in. Now we are moving forward to the omni-channel execution. We see that the number of channels that we are expected to communicate through is growing. So the first sort of a rhetorical question, is there such thing as too many communication channels? I guess not. But the other question is, what do you think, Josip, Goran, and how do the platforms that we are reviewing resolve around this? Should there be a major communication channel and the rest, let's say, secondary? Most still say it's email, or you are more inclined that in the modern world, the channels are supposed to have parity and there is no more important channel? Who will kick it off? Goran, I guess.
Yeah, I can kick it off. Well, honestly, no, I don't think it can work like that anymore. I mean, in today's world, people jump between, mobile apps, websites, email, and some other devices. So focusing on some main channel doesn't really reflect how users actually behave. All major channels like email, push, SMS, in-app messages, and even web push are supported natively in Braze and can be coordinated from one place without needing extra tools or some integrations. And if you need a lighter touch, options like content cards and web banners, you can use them because they're great for surfacing personalized messages inside your app or site without actually interrupting the user experience. But let me show you how this actually works in the dashboard again, because it's easy to talk about in theory. Yeah. So if we go to messaging, I'll show you different messaging options in Braze Canvas, because it's sort of similar to Marketing Cloud's Journey Builder. So I'll start there. So let's build the canvas. We can skip all these steps for now. We don't need them. I just want to show you the messaging. So yeah. For those of you who worked in Marketing Cloud, it's pretty similar to a Journey Builder. You start here, you have these basic components like message component, delay component, decision split, and so on. So let's focus on the messages. Let's add a message component, connect it. And when we choose the messages, we can select message channels you want to create. This might seem modest at first, but keep in mind that channels like SMS and WhatsApp, we didn't enable them in the org, so we can't see them here. But if even with those, you need some other way, some new creative way to send your payload to for example, some third party, you can always use the magical tool called webhook, which would allow you to send that payload or even update data on your Braze dashboard. So let's say we would compose it from scratch. You can always choose some templates Braze has, but we'll just build it from scratch here. You will, of course, need webhook URL. You can choose your method here, whether it's post, delete, or something else. And here you can choose for the request body, will you be using key value pairs, JSON key value pairs, or will you be using raw text format? So if you use key value pairs, for example, let's say you want to send an SMS payload to some kind of third party that will be sending the SMS. Let's say we can do this SMS body, and we can, I don't know, hide. This is a test. You can see here a preview on the left side of your post request, and you can do this in the raw text format as well if you want to, copy your code already or something like that. But I won't go into detail here, but it's really convenient if you need something like this. Let me show you just one more thing.
While you are doing the adjustments, Goran, just a very brief reminder from my side, SMS is a default channel in Braze. It's just not enabled in this org. And the SMS webhook, it was basically, Goran was trying to show you if you will be sending SMS in a custom way. And as you can imagine, it can be absolutely any other third-party activity.
Yeah, it's just an example, just to show you another channel, to show you that Braze really thinks in an true channel parity way, an omni-channel way. So it's not like marketers love email but hate all the other channels because they're just add-ons and not really developed. So let's say we want to build a push notification. Screen like this opens. You can choose for which platform or even device you want to build, whether it's mobile, web, or Kindle. Let's choose for this example, mobile and web, both iOS and Android. And if we go like this screen opens. Right here on the left, you can see all three versions, how it would look on them. So how it would look, for example, on Android, stuff like that. Here you can choose if you've added another language. You can choose it here. Let's say this is the title. You can already see how it's changing in real time on the left. And one more thing I want to show you is if we were building a message, it's really easy to personalize your messages because Braze has something called Liquid, which helps you personalize your messages really fast. Let me show you. Let's say hi, and we just click on this plus here, personalization. We choose an attribute like first name, insert, and we, let's say, add last name. You can get really creative here, but for these purposes, I don't have all the attributes of my customers, so I'll just use these. You can see how it changes, but if you really want to test it, how it would look like, let's say we use the user I already showed you earlier. So this is my imaginary user. We find it, it's here, and you can see on the left how messages are personalized. This is how it would look on Android, on iPhone, and on web. You can even choose different browsers, how it looks on Firefox, Edge. Let's keep it in Chrome now. Here you can choose whether you want to see it at the lock screen, expanded, or while device is active. And you can even check for watch. So if a message came to you on a watch, you can see how it would display for a customer. So it's really simple, it's really intuitive. So yeah, just wanted to show you briefly how omni-channel Braze really is, and that it really cares about all the channels in question. That's it from me. Sorry for stealing so much time.
All good. Thanks a lot. Josip, I know that you are really a huge fan of Marketing Cloud, Johnny Builder. And now, while we have this fresh picture in our mind of what Goran showed, let's jump into Johnny Builder shortly, just so that we refresh and compare.
I prepared it. So basically, what you can see here is a journey builder basically a place where you build a journey. Journey, as the name it says, you're building a customer journey. Basically, you're creating a path or multiple paths for each individual customer, which goes then through the series of paths depending on the actions and decisions the customer made. For example, we can go in a way to send an email, and then after one day, we just check if the customer opened an email or clicked on the email, and then depending on that, we can easily send, for example, the SMS if the email is not open. Or the other option would be, I don't know, if a customer didn't, we can make a decision split to check if a customer did or did not make an order. And then if he didn't make an order, we can send him an email reminder because he already opened an email or something like that. So we are creating a personalized path for each customer depending on their actions. Regarding the multi-channel communication, and actually a question of, is there a main channel of communication, or we should use all of them? My personal opinion is that we should use all of them because everyone is has different preferences, has different habits. So we should find, as a marketeers, we should find a best channel for each customer. But then again, I mean, if there is someone who thinks differently, Marketing Cloud doesn't make any distinctions, but it gives you the option to use whichever channel you want. From the channels that are available out of the box. Although I was reading comments and someone already spoiled this part, but thank you for that. Actually, it was a reminder. The out of the box channels here are the email, the SMS, the app channels like push notification, but also in-app message and inbox message. We have line message and WhatsApp as a channel as well. From the other channels that are not visible here, but we also have them, we have a personalization of website, because with this activity we can add a customer to a specific segment to see some specific content on your website. But for that we need Marketing Cloud personalization, a tool for personalizing and tracking customers on your website. And again, if all of this that I mentioned is not enough, we have custom activities. Those custom activities are developed. And I mean, if we're making a comparison with the webhook, which is a really cool functionality, and sometimes I really miss it in Marketing Cloud, we have a custom activities that we are developing. So basically, it needs a bit more resources for development, but then again, you have full flexibility and full customization to make a activity tailored to your system, your channel. For example, one of those channels might be, although not really often in use. For example, banks are sending a physical mails or physical letters. So we can add a custom channel here to create or write or print a message and send it to a customer if he comes to that point of a journey. And I mean, if you don't want to develop a custom activity, there is also a thing called App Exchange, which is basically something similar to Google Play Store or Apple Store, where you can actually download or buy add-ons that someone else have developed for Marketing Cloud. Some of the examples there I know that there are the InfoBip add-on, which can be easily installed here and is used for sending SMSs via InfoBip. That's one of the examples. But other than that, I'm sorry. Other than that, yeah, we have really good flexibility and a lot of already included channels into the Marketing Cloud Journey Builder. But also, we can always develop our own or download or add some of already existing ones.
Thanks a lot. And I see that the battle between webhook and the custom activity in Marketing Cloud, so webhook and Braze and custom activity in Marketing Cloud is a real thing. There are pros and cons for both solutions. Guys, Josip, Goran, I would like to suggest you just a tiny swift maybe in the way how do we approach the next topics. The next topic is personalization, right? You've touched briefly on this. We've showed to everyone, so now let's say we together build a segment, we've chosen our channels for our campaign. Now, how do we personalize the experience? And I already see the question coming regarding the Liquid. Does Liquid allow us to do a bit more magic similarly to MScript? I'm afraid that we won't have enough time for the questions at the end, so let's straight away jump into it. So programmatic personalization in Marketing Cloud and in Braze. What do we have here?
Goran, do you want to take the lead, or I can?
You can take
Maybe I can. Maybe I can, because I gave you the first two topics. Or maybe Goran, you can go ahead. Doesn't matter.
And then Goran, you will answer that question about whether Liquid is equally flexible as AppScript. Thanks, Josip. Go ahead.
Okay. So in Marketing Cloud, we have two languages that we can use to programmatically personalize content. Those are the AppScript and server-side JavaScript, basically codes, script languages that you can use to write some logic and then to show or hide some of the content from the SMS or any channel, actually, SMS, email, or push notifications. Other than that, we also have some other functionalities. For example, dynamic content, which is a rule-based UI functionality, and drag and drop functionality instead of writing a code. But what it does in the background, it actually generates AppScript for you. The other cool thing about Marketing Cloud is, if you remember those data tables that I mentioned, they are not only purely customer data specific. You can store there parts of content, and then you can use those as well in combination in combination with the AppScript or server-side JavaScript So you can use those data extensions, data tables, in combination with the AppScript or server-side JavaScript to additionally personalize content.
Thanks, Josip. Goran, what does Braze offer us? Because I see the comment in the section. Thank you to one of the participants. We've touched base also on the connected content. Goran, what does Braze offer us in terms of this? And I know we won't be able to cover everything, but let's at least scratch the surface.
Yeah. Well, to come back to your question about programmatic personalization, I would think it's not going away anytime soon. So as a platform, I believe it's our goal to make it more scalable and, I would say, easier to use for marketers instead of trying to get rid of it altogether. With connected content, liquid templating I showed earlier, and real-time decisioning within Braze, you can make a programmatic personalization scalable without it becoming overly complex. For example, with connected content, you can inject live data into messages. You can pull data from web servers or any publicly accessible APIs and pull them directly into your messages, like loyalty points, inventory, location, even weather. You can pull it in via liquid tags, which you would add to a message, and then it would pull data directly from that website or API into your messages. So with this, you can get really creative when personalizing your content without actually burning out your tech resources. So yeah, to answer the questions, you can use Liquid to pull data directly into your messages from other web servers.
So, essentially, Liquid performs the same function as AppScript in Marketing Cloud, and there are no limitations for that compared to AppScript.
Exactly.
Thank you. To be mindful of time, okay, we've sorted out the personalization. Now every marketer obviously wants to then have the option to review what we just built and how is it performing. And sometimes, as a consultant, I am getting those questions. We want to have the reporting, and when I try to dig deeper and ask what exactly do we want to see in the org, what is important, what data points, the answer in most cases, we want to see everything as much as possible, and we want to be able to tailor it to our business results, conversions, and so on. So, Goran, Josip, I'm not sure who of you would start. How does Marketing Cloud engagement and Braze treat reporting, and what offers do we have at the table?
Okay, maybe I can start. Or Goran, do you want?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'll just quickly share a dashboard. So what you see here is a Marketing Cloud Intelligent dashboard. That's a place where all of your statistics and analytics from your campaigns are being saved. Keep in mind that this is a free version or included version, but it can be expanded it can be expanded to a more powerful version of the Marketing Cloud Intelligence. What it currently in its basic form tracks is the statistics from the WhatsApp channel, email, push notifications, and in-app messages as well. What it tracks, for example, for the email, it shows you the dashboard, the graphs, the statistics for the running campaigns. Here in this environment, unfortunately, it's a testing environment or a demo environment. I really do not have that much info, but as you can see, it shows you the number of sends, the bounce rates, and here's a graph that when you have multiple sends through multiple days, it actually shows a graph of the amount of sends and then the bounce rate. So you can easily spot on a peak in bounces, for example, and you can quickly react to that. Also, we have a engagement statistics. Like I said, this is a testing, although I have 100% of open and click rate here, and we have some other informations. Like I said, this is a free version, not free version, but basic version of Marketing Cloud Intelligence. If you expand it to a higher tier of or different package of this tool, then in that case you can integrate your own data insights, and then you can compare, for example, the turnover rate based on the email send out, the money spent, and then the money and then turnover rate for a customer. And then again, if this is maybe not enough for you, you have the options to customize reports, and also you can export this data to some other system if you have some internal statistics tool.
Thanks a lot, Josip. So shall we jump to Braze quickly to see what we have there?
Yeah, sure. Just a second. Share. So.
Just a second. I think I missed adding your screen share. Should be good now. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, Braze gives you tools to look at your data from, let's say, different angles and somehow connect them to your business outcomes, which I think is the most important thing. So Braze offers, the standard report builder where you can, let's say, create a report. Braze also offers extensive templates for reports, which can help you, start with your report building journey. Also, you have custom events reports. You can even build global control group reports. Query builder, if you need something more custom, you can use SQL to build your reports. And of course, Braze even here offers many templates for your queries. If you're new to this SQL thing, it can help you build out your reports as needed. We have engagement reports, revenue reports, segment insights. Segment insights are basically, they show you how your segment is performing, and you can compare it to up to 5 other segments to kind of compare how each segment is performing there. And if that's not enough, you can use Braze Currents to pull your data from your dashboard, stream it directly to your data warehouse or some kind of BI tool, and then analyze it there further. And if you want to close this circle, so enrich your data again, you can use previously I mentioned CDI or Cloud Data Ingestion, and again pull from your warehouse, for example, or BI tool directly back the insights you find. You can pull them back to Braze dashboard, and that way you close the circle and you can enrich your data that way. So yeah, that's about Braze's reporting right here.
Thanks a lot, Goran, Josip. Perfect, very insightful. And just trying to be mindful of time before we wrap this session up. A couple of questions that I would like you to address. First one, yes, the landing page functionality is available in Braze. Sorry, we're not responding in written to this, but yes, landing page is available. Is it possible to configure the unified profile criteria in Braze, Goran, or is it entirely system driven? I would translate this question a little bit sort of how flexible is Braze unified customer profile and how much control you have over it?
Well, as I'm aware of, you would, when you ingest data, you would tie it to an external ID, and then it's the system sort of stitches it up for the user. For example, on the unified profile, you have different kinds of data. You have standard attributes, custom attributes, out-of-the-box attributes. So if you standard attributes have defined nomenclature. So a naming system is defined. So if you do not ingest your, for example, first name as it is, as Braze defined it, it will be saved as a custom attribute, for example. So you have to be careful with those things when ingesting data. But other than that, the system stitches the data itself.
But basically, as soon as you have the option to have custom attributes, which you do, and custom events, that already gives you the flexibility in the way how your customer profile at the end resolves. Thanks a lot. We have 3 to 5 minutes in front of us, and now I guess the most complex question, where there is no right or wrong answer, how to choose, what to choose when, and how can they even coexist. And there is one very important topic that we should always keep in mind. Braze is a standalone platform, combining inside the omnichannel communication, as you've seen from Goran, let's call it CDP functionality, and website personalization. So that's all sits inside one platform. And this is sort of where we lean towards when the approach is best of breed. While on the other hand, Salesforce Marketing Cloud is part of the bigger global Salesforce ecosystem. And that's what Josip touched based on briefly. Some functionalities of Marketing Cloud, they come to their maximum when you are also onboarding other tools like Data Cloud and then MC personalization. There is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad, but those are two concepts that you do have to keep in mind because they will greatly influence. And now this is closely tied to your strategy, to your tool stack strategy, your enterprise architecture. Are you leaning more towards best of breed, or are you leaning towards the suite? For example, I would try to make it a bit clearer. I work with a client over years, an enterprise level client, and they've made a strategic decision that they are not putting all the eggs in one basket. Basically, they don't want to have a suite approach, and they are evaluating tool by tool within the ecosystem, even, and this related not just to Salesforce. And while they were evaluating, while they do use Salesforce Core, they have made a decision to go with the third-party CDP because that worked better for their use case. And that generated the whole chain of events, and actually Braze in their ecosystem is somewhat better fit. But this can be the other way around, absolutely. For example, if you are onboarding Data Cloud. But this is just one part of the decision-making process. The other part that you need to take into consideration is how your team builds, structured, and how you plan to develop your team moving forwards. Are you building a cross-functional, cross-platform skill? How does your budget look like for team upskilling, for growing the team? Are you in the camp of sort of handing over some functionality and some responsibilities to your IT and to your data department, or you want your marketeers be more independent? Always include your key people also in the demo and in the evaluation, because sometimes this subjective approach, this also makes sense. Trust me, it can be really important. And think about your product. And I'm on purpose not saying think about the industry or the use about the industry. I am a firm believer that there are way more commonalities between industries, so you need to look at the product and on the use cases for your promotion and for marketing. So that's what can help you a lot. Just try to think, is your real-time requirement really real-time requirement, right? Is it your first priority, or maybe it's nice to have from time to time? Now, it's also important to touch on the communication channels. And that's, I'm really trying now to keep it short, but one of the examples while we're on the communication channel, when Salesforce Marketing Cloud and Braze can even coexist in one setup, that what we've seen is, for example, when the company has decided that personalization tool, MC personalization from Marketing Cloud, is a bit more difficult for their team to handle, and they decided that they would not use all the amazing functionality. So the Braze content cards actually filling in all the gaps and requirements. And with regards to that, they would also need to have the web push. So this part you've seen it's resolved quite good in Braze. So sometimes companies are even mixing the two tools to get use of the both functionalities. And this is one real life example. For the rest, it's obviously not an easy choice, but there are some main things to keep in mind. Is there still any questions? Again, trying to be mindful of time, everyone, and we will go through the list of questions that we see in the comments and in the live section on LinkedIn, and we will try to answer everyone. And if you'd like to continue, that was the first attempt, please let us know and we can dive deeper in the next sessions.